Hello, this presentation includes research conducted thus far by Group S18 on the non-for-profit company Open. The first goal in our research on Open was to learn and understand the value it brings to our growing community. To do this, we looked at major topics and issues faced by growing cities. Among many others, at the top of the list we found healthcare, tech and data, infrastructure, economic development, innovation in agriculture, and energy and environment. When we compared Open's themes to these topics, we found that Future City, Seeds, Live Well, and Frontier address all of these issues and more. The following concludes our findings surrounding these themes. Let's start with Future City. First, we'll cover the value of innovation, then the city needs, and the impact on St. Petersburg. Peter Kovestu, a thought leader on infotech for airlines and aviation, once said, "There's an opportunity for cities to embrace a platform business model where the city enables a level of connectivity around its data." With an innovative mindset, a city should be seen as a system, composed of many systems: highways, energy systems, buildings, and city services. A city works best when all its systems work together, and when all its people benefit in some way. In the digital age, innovation can be used to provide digital connectivity within a city and its systems. For example, the smart app Just Park. It sells parking spaces and guides you not only to the stadium, but to your seat as well. Smart stadiums benefit staff and officials through accurate real-time data, such as the number of people present at their locations, and tools that are useful in case of an emergency or a missing child. City needs. The main focus for a city should be sustainability, a long-term, comprehensive, measurable look at what is best for the economy. Sustainability and innovation go hand in hand. Technology is rapidly advancing and consequently changing our world just as rapidly. In order to sustain, a city must innovate. In order to sustain and innovate, St. Pete needs stronger community engagement and collaboration to work across all sectors and include people, business leaders, and government leaders. St. Pete also needs a foundation of science. Science is a major component of innovation and sustainability. While the city has a number of advanced science-based institutions, it must avoid complacency and continue pursuing advancements in science-based research. Impact on St. Petersburg. Innovation is a win-win for a future city. The people of the city benefit, as well as the city system. Innovation creates jobs at every level. It attracts talented, creative, and innovative thinkers to the city, increasing the productivity of the city. These thinkers will come together and diffuse of the ideals will establish a higher standard of advancement for the city. Some of the innovative institutions that will benefit from such integration are marine and life sciences, business incubation, communication, economic development organizations, and higher education. Next, we will cover seeds and urban agriculture. Urban agriculture is the practice of cultivating and processing and distributing of food in or around a village, town, or city. Urban agriculture can also involve animal husbandry, aquaculture, urban beekeeping, and horticulture. Food security, nutrition, and income generation are key factors to sustainability. Food security means having access to and being able to afford nutritious foods and enough of it. This is a major concern for many families all over the world. Fortunately, urban farming contributes to a greater food security. Producing food on one's own undeveloped land is one way for the urban economy to earn or supplement income. Urban farmers sell or trade their harvest, and others keep it for themselves and their families. Either way, it's beneficial. It's affordable, healthy produce, and a potential form of income. Sense of belonging. Living in the city is not uncommon that we don't know our neighbors' names. Urban farming is one way to bring urban dwellers together, to establish a sense of community among people otherwise independent, and in some cases isolated. For instance, a community garden has neighboring men, women, and children working together to keep the plants alive and well in the city. Family, friends, acquaintances, and even strangers come together and work toward greater food security. It's something positive the entire community will benefit from. From this, a sense of togetherness develops. The more urban farming and eating locally there is, the fewer miles food must travel before it's on your plate. You get fresher, healthier food, herbs, vegetables, and fruits, and are more likely to eat what is in season when you eat what's produced on an urban farm. Urban farms give dwellers a chance to produce their own food and learn from the process. They learn by various gardening techniques, the best nutrition solutions, required sunlight, controlling temperature, among other things. Because urban farming requires hands-on maintenance, it's easy to pick up tips and tricks and truly exercise your green thumb. This is not something many people in a city have the opportunity to do, given the lack of green space and room for a traditional garden. A growing population along diminishing land is a definite concern. Urban farming is a great way to effectively use the land we do have to feed the people. Consider rooftop gardens. They take up minimal space but produce tons of fresh, healthy produce. Also consider vertical gardens, where many hydroponic systems are set up vertically, fitting nearly anywhere you would like them to, including indoors. Urban families make it clearer and easier for people to be involved in local politics by bringing issues that directly affect neighborhoods to the forefront. The growth of urban farming has already resulted in large-scale legal pushes like the California Cottage Food Act, which will allow people to legally sell certain homemade goods like jams and breads. Other neighborhood issues, such as the raising of chickens, beekeeping for the production of honey, or the chlorination of water, are already in the sights of urban farmers and environmentalists alike. To conclude, live well. While urban living continues to offer many opportunities, jobs, and services, urban areas can also concentrate health risks and hazards. Urban populations in both low and high-income countries demonstrate some of the world's most prominent health disparities. Poor planned or unplanned urban housing, transport, and food systems, along with the social and lifestyle factors, are drivers in the epidemic of non-communicable diseases, which are linked to risks and hazards such as air pollution, poor diet, physical inactivity, traffic injury, and domestic injury. The approach to a healthier city seeks to put health high on the political and social agenda of cities and to build a strong movement for public health at the local level, much like Open strives to do. Equity, participatory governance, and solidarity, intersectoral collaboration, and action are all important in striving to address the determinants of health. Successful implementation of this approach requires innovative action addressing all aspects of health and living conditions, and extensive networking in cities such as St. Petersburg. This entails explicit political commitment, leadership, institutional change, and intersectoral partnerships. How can Open start helping build a healthier city? By introducing organizations that want to build our community through healthier policy and political action. This will help get the word out to the everyday people of St. Petersburg. They can participate in creating healthy communities through education and training, knowledge transfer, and other measures. Open can work with organizations that are interested in being a champion for innovative approaches to planning and design that address the role of our physical environment in our health. In its most important role, Open will support the development of capacity to raise the standard of planning and development everywhere. Frontier. Since the late 19th century, the planet's average surface temperature has increased by 2 degrees Fahrenheit. This change is directly attributable to carbon dioxide and other human-made emissions in the atmosphere. This is quite alarming to many people across the world. Climate change sources back to land use, transportation, energy, and consumption patterns that have evolved over generations. While this issue might not stand out to everyone, Open has made the subject more accessible by providing a platform that expands on the topic via articles and passionate speakers. Open hosts events where people can come in and discuss important issues that are affecting the community. And just by providing them with the opportunity to speak, many people are able to listen, provide feedback, and attempt to offer resolutions. Conversations like this have led to the city of St. Petersburg stepping up to make a difference in the community. Efforts including the forming of a program on carbon neutrality goals that align with other national and international leaders' efforts, or the building of a plan and commitment to shift away from energy generated by fossil fuels and focus on clean, renewable energy. St. Pete has improved on their collection and tracking of energy and water data and has even started including renewable energy and energy-efficient designs in their construction of large capital projects. The ability to project important thoughts contribute directly to the formation of these grand ideas, and without Open, some of these ideas would never even scratch the surface. Not only does Open supply these informative discussion panels, they also offer exciting and interactive events, such as presentation on Civil War shipwrecks and Raptor Fest, which is a showcase of Florida's native owls. They even offer a 3-day marine science themed camp that balance fun, recreational activities and educational lessons regarding wildlife habitats. Open is so much more than just a platform, but a public hub interconnecting people and their valued ideas.